Welcome to the PITT crew. I'm Camille, your attending. And I have my residents with me.
Mel!
And Robert, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Identity theft is what's going on.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of people suffer every year.
I am, in fact, not Camille. I am Mal.
Not only are you committing identity theft, you're also committing medical malpractice because you're not an attending.
So true. And this week's patient presents with drugs. That's it. Drugs.
Are you this week's patient?
I have never done drugs in my life.
Except for 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, when I was taking allergy medicine to not get knocked on my ass by Camille's cats.
Spoiler alert, we are still sitting next to each other.
We're
sure back in the fucking lobby again. No.
All right, so what are we renaming this episode as?
We're rebranding 4 p.m. as Could a Drug Addict Do What I Do? Apparently.
Yeah, to quote Robbie, apparently.
And I fucking let him.
What a confrontation we're about to have at the end of this episode. Very excited to get into it.
Shit myself.
Yeah, this is Camille's favorite episode. In case anyone was... This is what I remember you like posting about most vividly.
Really?
Yeah, about Langdon and the drugs. So I came into this show knowing that Langdon was stealing drugs. And so maybe that's why I don't like Langdon the way you do, because I already knew that about him going in. So there wasn't an opportunity to like know who he was outside of that. Like I already knew about this plot point. So thanks for the spoiler.
It's your fault for following me. Yeah. So we start off, we've got Robbie, and he is pissed because he's realized the cops are there. Somebody called the cops and they're talking to Teresa Saunders, and he doesn't know who did it, but he's pissed.
On one hand, I'm glad. ACAB. On the other hand, you're not mad because the cops are there. You're mad because, like, oh, now we're going to get this, like, in his mind, innocent boy, ? In trouble with the cops. And it's like, Robbie, no, you should have called the cops, like, the second Teresa was like, my son has a list of girls he wants to harm.
Mm-hmm.
The second he ran, the cops should have been involved.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Because the fact that Robbie is still so pissed about this is just wild to me.
And until we have a better system, I am all for not involving the cops in situations in which mental health is on the line, but like we don't have a better system. And so the solution is not to do nothing.
100% if it's like a mental health moment, you should try and call one of the other alternatives to the
crisis
cops.
Response.
Yes. But if it's a matter of, hey, we have reasonable concern that this legal adult, he's 18, is going to cause harm to women in his school, get the police involved.
Especially because you don't know where he is. You don't know what he's doing. He could be, like, everyone online thought he was the PITT shooter for a while. Maybe not everyone, but like that was a theory. Like, because we don't know what he's up to. Like, we don't know what he's capable of.
And so Robbie tries to go and address the situation. He's upset because he's being told that it was McKay that called. So he wants to go berate McKay. But then he gets distracted because we have a burn patient arriving. It was a gas tanker or something that exploded. It exploded.
It exploded.
So they said 90% BSA. I'm assuming that means burn surface area. I didn't fact check that, but that's what it seems like. 90% of his body is burned. So they're starting to care for that patient. Dana comes walking in, and everyone rushes up to help, and she's basically like, I'm fine. And she's like, pushing everyone out of the way. She can barely see to walk straight, but she doesn't want any help. Everybody's rushing forward to help her, take care of her. I will say, I think so we've had this portrayal of Dana so far in the season where she's like the mom of everyone, and I love it. But then this happens, and the portrayal of her almost becomes a little bit like scrappy. Something about the portrayal changes a little bit. It's a little bit more like, it's Pittsburgh, kind of like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like something about the portrayal changes, which is odd to me in this moment of like her
traumatic experiences. People respond to them in different ways. Like, I don't know how I would respond to getting just straight up punched in the face.
Yeah.
But I think the trying to like not wanting everyone to be concerned about her, I feel like makes sense for her. Like she wants to care for other people. Like she doesn't want to be the one cared for.
Mm-hmm. She's bleeding a lot. And when she says that a patient punched her, Javati is stunned by this. Princess says she had her cheek broken.
Mm-hmm.
Mateo lost a tooth, which is gross to know. Like, he's no longer perfect. He's got a fake tooth. I'm kidding. I have 2 fake teeth. Don't come for me. So Dana definitely has at least 1 facial fracture, and no one wants to, like, step up to take over as charge nurse. So Princess immediately volunteers Perla, who doesn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, I mean, that's one of those things where like accidentally fucked around and now I'm important at work.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Accidentally became important at work.
Yep. So Amy comes in. She is Teddy's wife. Teddy is the burn patient. And she comes in before they intubate him. And I typed it this way too. She gets a little keys.
A little keys.
Just a little keys.
This is the last time they're ever going to speak.
No, there's only there's a 90% chance this is the last time that they're ever going to speak. There's a 10%. I'm with Whitaker. There is a 10% chance that he will be okay, and I'm hanging on to that 10% because I need something.
Nah, this man's dead.
No, I know. This man is dead. This man is, yeah.
Which is so sad.
It's heartbreaking.
Langdon explains really well later on that it's not the burns that'll kill him. It's, sepsis.
Because, I mean, your body is your largest organ, and his largest organ is... sorry. Well, your body is a...
Wait, your body is like a purse of organs.
Your skin is your largest organ, and this man's skin is...
My body is just my organ tote.
Yeah. Yeah, your body is an organ tote.
They get this kiss, because if you think about it, I mean, if you're intubated, you can't kiss somebody.
Yeah.
Ugh. So they get a kiss and speak some final words, and he's saying that he's okay. Obviously, we have a full episode of having hope for this man until we get near the end and we realize that we shouldn't.
Also, the fact that he is okay, have they given him pain meds, or is that concerning?
I think it's the shock.
Yes.
I think he mentions that he's like surprisingly feeling okay, and they're like, that's the shock.
Okay, yeah, that's because I was like, it's not good when you're extremely injured and you feel nothing. Like, that's not a good thing.
Right.
I don't feel anything in day-to-day life. I'm a sad boy.
Yes, but if you broke your leg, you would hopefully feel that. And if you weren't, that's a different issue.
Oh, listeners. So when I was editing episode for 2 p.m., with that guy who crushed his finger with the AC unit or whatever, while I was editing that, a few days prior, I had a work accident where I crushed my finger. So it was a really weird moment. And for anyone who's concerned, yes, I did feel my finger getting crushed. Yes, my finger is okay. It is wrapped up to hell. Yes, it still hurts when I bang it into things.
Did you lose a fingernail?
I did not.
Okay. Better off than AC unit guy.
who lost the entire fingertip.
Let me get a stroke patient coming in who cannot communicate.
Yo, this patient's stroking, can't say anything? Damn.
That silence was because I just buried my head in my hands and could say nothing.
And as that's happening, Robbie watches Teresa leaving with the police. He sees McKay and he's about to lay into her, but McKay's son, Harrison, comes in with his dad, whose name is Chad. Fucking A. What? Have you ever met a good Chad?
Have I ever met a good Chad?
That's also double entendre because Chad, I believe, is just slang. I believe British slang for a dude.
Is it?
I believe so.
I thought that was Chav.
Or
is it Chav?
Hold on. Chad slang. Am I correct? The slang term Chad has historically been applied in different contexts. It originated in the United Kingdom, where it was used to describe a particular humorous ad hoc cartoon. Later, it was employed in Chicago as a derogatory description for young, upper-class urban males. In modern internet slang, the term generally refers to an alpha or simply a sexually successful male. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a Chad.
No, but calling him sexually successful is just...
They had a kid. That's about as sexually successful as you can get.
Yeah, we had a child. Congrats, you completed it.
Listen, I've played like truth or dare games or whatever. Like my friends have told me some of the raunchy shit they do, and that just leaves my brain. But the second I've had people in my life be like, "Oh yeah, we're trying for kids," something just activates my brain. I'm like, "You guys are having sex.
You guys are having unprotected sex."
For the purpose of making another person.
It's wild that
you can just say that at the dinner table.
Yeah, you're just like we're trying for a baby, and you're basically just telling everyone that you're screwing raw
dogging it.
Anyway,
you know what? I raw dog life. That's not true. It takes Zoloft. So
yeah. And so is Chad also faking his accent?
He is.
Where's he from?
This actor, I think this actor is British.
Oh.
I've seen him in quite a few things, I feel like. Or maybe he has one of those faces. I know I've seen him in at least one thing. But yeah, he's faking his accent.
And he got injured skateboarding, which he started doing.
Sick, dude.
He started doing this because Mateo was skating with Harrison, and Harrison was telling stories.
He mispronounced his name. It's Mateo.
Right. Mateo was skating with Harrison, and Harrison came home talking about how great Mateo is. And actually, how jealous Chad is of Mateo is very funny to me.
Yeah, especially because he's sexually successful.
Right.
Jealous.
You're already a Chad. Like
this Jane Doe stroke patient that we have, this is, and I've mentioned this before, that I don't think that Mohan is a good teacher. This is why. This patient is the perfect example of why I don't think she's a good teacher. Because like Mel voices a concern, and Mohan like validates the concern, but she does absolutely nothing to discuss why it's still the right option. Like why her treatment plan is still correct. She doesn't do anything about it. She just kind of like is like, because she's like, isn't there a risk of this? And she's like, yeah, but it's still the best option. And I'm like, because
cite your sources. Don't just say shit for the sake of saying it.
I had a math teacher once, an algebra teacher, and she said growing up that she hated when a teacher would teach her something but not be able to teach her how she could apply it in real life. So every time she went to teach us something new, she came up with a way you could use it in real life. And so like that's where I think Mohan is lacking, is that I'm just like, cite your sources, show your work. Because she can't learn.
Yeah, knowing that why is important for Mel to be able to make the correct choice in the future. And so if you don't explain why, you don't show your work, what is she walking away from this experience having learned?
Right. So like Mel wants to ask questions and Mohan is just like really not answering them. And I again, like I love Mohan, but I just think that she really fails at this, unfortunately. And I think it's really sad because this is the same episode where we're going to lose Langdon. And so we're seeing Mel not having Langdon to teach her, her best teacher. And then we're seeing her with someone else and how it's just not going as well as it could be going. Which again, I mean, Mohan is not a senior resident. It's not her job to teach. However, come season 2, she is a senior resident. So Mateo comes in and he tries to shake hands with Chad, but Chad won't shake his hand.
Oh, what kind of male bullshit?
Just the same as always.
Yeah.
Chad will not shake his hand. Mateo offers to take Harrison off to get some Takis in the break room. And I love that he's like, oh, not too much sugar. I was like, bro, shut up. You're in a hospital. Like, just like allow the kid to have some sugar. He's been through a stressful moment. Maybe just like let him exist and let the person who's trying to take care of him. But sure. So, McKay also just like flashes her ankle monitor to everyone in this scene because she kind of momentarily like forgets where she is, it feels like.
The hatred for the ex is too strong.
Yeah. So she has to make a point that, what is her name? Chloe?
Yeah.
Is the gift that keeps on giving. Chloe is Chad's person.
Person
Girlfriend.
Derogatory.
She is responsible, it seems, for this ankle monitor. Now, we never get an answer as to like what happened, but it's, I guess, implied that there was some sort of a domestic between
But
them.
Chad does say like he's sorry about that. Or like it was a misunderstanding, or I can't remember exactly what he says, but yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
But also, I was wondering if the reason she like shows it off is because like I would imagine, except for the people that started today, like the people who have worked with McKay
probably know,
surely have to know.
Yeah. Well, she does comment about how it's always going off.
Yeah,
at the
I feel like
wrong
the bare
time,
minimum Robbie should know since he's the you know the head attending. Yeah.
God, he would have an aneurysm if he didn't, and he just found out in this season. Bro, that would be crazy. Robbie is now getting onto McKay, finally. He is Not the only mandated reporter here, though. So, like, why is he acting like he is, like, the bridge troll? Like, oh, you must answer my riddles 3 before you can make a mandatory report. Like,
yeah, they're all mandatory reporters. Like, anybody can and should make a report. Like, I think I said it before during the mandatory reporting rant we already had, but like, if you are a mandatory reporter and you go up the chain and your boss doesn't want to report it, you will still also get in trouble if you knew something and didn't report it. Like,
yeah, you don't have to have permission to make a report. You are the mandated reporter.
Right. And I appreciate that McKay pushes back and is like, you know, you're so focused on ruining this boy's life. What about those girls? I'm trying to protect those girls.
Valid as fuck.
Yeah.
More people should think that way. More people should protect girls.
And the dolls.
Dolls and divas.
They are going to drug the hell out of Chad before they splint his leg. Sounds like a great time.
And oh, they do.
Boy, oh boy, can you imagine being drugged that much by people that you don't like? At a hospital that you don't like where your ex works?
Yeah.
As a woman, I would be terrified.
But maybe if you're that drugged, you're like, well, whatever
But like
happens.
leading up to being drugged, I'm like, if I got injured and I came in and they were calling me Half Pipe Prince and everybody was seemingly like bullying me a bit, I would be scared to be drugged. But he's a white man, so.
Here's the thing. Everyone I think makes fun of him. He's like, oh, like a late 30s, early 40s dude trying to skate. How funny. Tony Hawk's in his 50s and can still perform a lot of tricks. So, I mean.
I'm sure he can still do a sick ollie.
He actually can. It's like a very basic trick. He is losing mobility a lot. He is losing a lot of mobility because, you know, he's 50-something now. But, you know, Tony Hawk.
It does make me kind of sad when we act like adults.
When Tony Hawk is losing mobility.
Yeah, that does make me sad. But also when we act like adults shouldn't still have hobbies and like adults shouldn't still be allowed to try new things. Like, I get it. It's a little bit silly to like break your leg skateboarding as an adult, but good for him. You know, he's doing something new. He was hanging out with his son.
What makes it a loser move is that he's doing it out of spite.
Right. Yeah, he's doing it because of his jealousy of Mateo, but that's besides the point.
How about you learn to like organically connect with your son?
Right.
How about you learn how to be a proper dad?
Like, be glad that there is someone to take your son skating and respect that there is room for more than one man in his life. You're always going to be his dad. Don't ruin it by being jealous and ruining this relationship that he has with someone else.
Yeah. Now we cut to the conversation between Perla and Robbie, where she says that the ER is Robbie says it, the ER, it's a Sisyphean. I want to say Sisyphean.
Yeah.
Because I like that better than Sisyphean. I like Sisyphean.
You want to get the whole name in there?
Robbie says one must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Which I have heard this so many times, and I like want to inherently agree, but also it is sort of like minimizing punishment. Like Sisyphus is. I hate trying. I hate trying to do Sisyphus because you're trying. Yeah, it says Sisyphus, and then you got to apostrophe. So Sisyphus is. His task is to roll a boulder up a hill for all eternity, and it rolls back down, and that's punishment from the gods. And like, imagine him as happy. Kind of deflects from the fact that it's a really shitty punishment for honestly not like a terrible thing, quote. Yeah.
Why would he? And why must we imagine him happy?
I mean, I think
that's corporate capitalist bullshit propaganda.
We're all a family.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not. This is a job. You're not my family.
I don't think you have to imagine him happy, but I think like thinking about it, I guess you can, because he does return to push his boulder every single time it falls. And so it's like, does he get some sort of satisfaction from this? I don't know. Probably.
Them gains, though. So Robbie is talking to Ahmad, and then he realizes they're talking about Dana and Doug. And Robbie quickly realizes that everybody is listening to his conversation. When Gloria comes up, Robbie very quickly says, "Oh my God, you're like a bad penny." It's so funny. It's so funny to me. I am so tickled by that line. But Gloria has come to give him a dressing down. She is wondering how someone even got back into chairs. And I'm like, or out of chairs. And I'm like, well, he didn't. He went outside because the wait was so long, because you weren't hire enough nurses. You won't staff the hospital properly.
Yeah.
So she basically shirks the responsibility by intentionally misunderstanding the situation. And she doesn't realize that all the nurses are surrounding her. She's surrounded. And so she goes with like this political answer of like, we're a family and we take your security so serious. And it's like, bullshit. You're not my family.
I love the way that Robbie's like, oh, okay, you know, I would love for you to explain to them why you've denied my requests for more security if, you know, you really care the way that you say that you care.
She goes with the whole political bullshit, like, oh, we're all a family here. And then, like, when she tries to turn to Robbie to, like, get him to help, he's already walked away. He's
literally tiptoeing away.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Incredible.
But I just, again, I want to stress to anyone listening, like, when your work tells you we're a family, no, you're not. Like, that's a nice sentiment, but no, you're not.
You can develop good friendships and that can borderline family with your coworkers or whatever. But if like the CEO, the boss is like, you'll need to make sacrifices because we're all family. The CEO ain't making sacrifices for shit.
The company is not a part of this family. The people that you are working with every single day can be. Like found family with your coworkers. Love that. One of my favorite tropes in media, found family. The company, the oppressors are never a part of the fun. And if they are, then your found family is bad.
Yeah, find a different one. Lose that one. Find a new one.
What if we just simply found a new family? Okay.
So Santos wants to talk to Robbie about a patient, not about anything else. However, Langdon comes out and sees this and thinks that she is talking about him because she does look hella suspicious.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Suspicious, but...
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
But also, even if she was talking about Langdon, she kind of has a right to.
Mm-hmm.
She, as Robbie points out later, she honestly should. But we'll get there when we get there.
Mandated reporting.
So Mr. Puglisi is being, like, he's finishing checking in. And he's being told to go sit down. We'll see him next episode. He is the guy with a drug problem. He's in town for his daughter's wedding, right?
Right.
And then we get this baseball kid. And you know what? I'm so sorry, everybody. I did not write names down on like any of this. I was so tired taking these notes. We had just had
baseball
a massive
kid's name is Everett.
Thank you. Baseball kid Everett and his father. And this kid, yeah, he got hit in the eyeball with a baseball. Mal, you like baseball? Tell us about why that would not be great.
Well, so it appears that this kid is a pitcher. Just based on all the things that they're talking about him and the way they call him a Cy Young candidate. That's an award that pitchers win when they're really good. When a pitcher pitches the ball, they're not very far away from the batter. So for him to take a line drive to the eye, like pitchers can take balls, like hit back at them. Like I was trying to avoid saying that and it happened. Like if a ball is hit back at the pitcher, it can be going like over 100 miles an hour. And like that is going to do a lot of damage. And so to take that straight to the eye, to take that straight anywhere, it's going to hurt a lot. But straight to the eye, straight to the head, like it's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I think he does mention later it was 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Like some of the scary, like I play slow pitch softball and some of the scariest things.
Easy out.
I'm not an easy out. I'm getting better at hitting. And also, I'm pretty fast because of all the running. I'm pretty fast because of all the running. So even when I do hit a really stupid, like slow ball, I can usually beat the throw to first because I'm quick. I'm speedy. But some of the scariest things that I have seen in my slow pitch softball league have involved like line drives that come straight from the bat right back at the pitcher. Like the one time we've had to call an ambulance to the field was because a pitcher wasn't wearing like a mask and took a line drive to the head. So
Zoink, Scoob.
Yeah, not a great, and that's slow pitch softball. Like this kid is dealing with balls that are moving a whole lot faster than we do.
Yeah, basically his eye just wants to say hello.
Yeah, it's looking rough.
Real
yeah.
rough.
Oh man, it's
Well said.
What I notice is with Dr. Mehta, who makes all these bad jokes. Everyone is really grinning and bearing it. Yeah, but like none of his coworkers seem to like it. Like they all really do seem to just be like grinning and bearing it. Like, okay.
Who's the best person to give you an MRI? A trained technician. I love that Mel jumps in with that. And he's like, no, someone with a magnetic personality.
But I will
it's
say,
a good joke.
If I had a coworker who was constantly making jokes like that, I'd be like, will you ever run out? Will you shut the fuck up now? Could you stop so I can do my job? Haha, you're so funny. Oh my God.
I would enjoy it.
The jokes
I love a pun.
are funny. However, I think every time we see this man, he makes one of those jokes, which leads me to believe that he's just constantly making these jokes, and that would be annoying.
He does it all the time.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's very charming. We love it. I just don't think I could deal with it in real life. Yeah. So Chad is totally out of it on fentanyl and propofol.
And he is griping about Mateo. Mateo. What does he have that I don't have? Chad has a crush.
Chad has a crush.
Chad, the new queer icon. Let's go.
Yeah. So maybe he's not actually a Chad. If he's not, I mean, is he sexually successful if he's not sleeping with the right people?
If he's not sleeping with Mateo, he's not sexually successful.
Mateo just doesn't date coworkers. He never said anything about not dating patients. So then we go back to baseball dad, and he is very much all up in everyone's business and personal space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
It makes me anxious because I don't like when I'm at work.
I don't like when I'm at work.
Period. End of sentence.
I teach a lot at work. I do not like when someone is trying to learn from me and they are standing over me or behind me. You can sit next to me. Get out of my business. Mm-hmm. And so like this father is so overbearing that I'm just like, I think my natural reaction to a man I didn't know being that close to me would be to turn and throw a punch. Because I'm like, okay, get out of my business. You are way too close to me.
Yeah. It also, like, it just makes me sad for his son because the amount of pressure that is being put on this kid to be great when he's a high school junior. Like, that's what he says. And
he's a child.
He's a child. And his dad, like, he's talking about college and his dad's like, no, you're going to go straight to the majors. And like, that's not something that like happened for everyone. Like that's very rare. Mm-hmm. And so to have all this pressure is a lot for a kid, not to mention the pressure that's building behind his eye. But yeah, I'm not parents that put so much pressure on their kid. It's like there is a certain level in which, you know, pressuring your kid can lead to success. Like if you are a completely hands-off parent, just kind of like do whatever you want, that's not great. But then also being so helicopter, like I think that's part of the reason why he's so involved in the like medical process, because like he cannot like let go of his son. Like I want this kid to have a "this is your dream, dad, not mine" moment, you know? Like baseball is your dream, dad.
Yeah, no, I agree. And obviously Javati is very well suited to be in here now because she is able to connect with that patient in a way that nobody else can.
2 pressure cooker peas in a pod.
Pressure cookie.
That's what McKay calls her, right?
Pressure cooker prodigies in a pod.
Pressure cooker prodigies. That's what
in a pod. Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
Pressure cooker prodigies in a pod. Pressure cooker prodigies in a pod. Pressure cooker
prodigies in a pod. Pressure cookers prodigies in a pod. Pressure cookers prodigies in a pod. Pressure cooker prodigies in a pod. Pressure cooker prodigies. Fuck. Almost got
it. Great.
What about prawns? So Langdon wants to ask Santos about her conversation with Robbie, and I like, is he trying to get intel? Is he trying to rebuild the bird? The
bird.
Yeah, I think he's.
Is he trying to rebuild the bridge that he literally just burned? Like,
it feels to me like he is trying to determine how screwed he is. Like, he's like, what did you tell Robbie? Because I know it was about me, even though it wasn't.
It's giving, it's just too little too late. You know, like sorry, you can't bring this back. The thing is, I think that he is trying to make it better for his own interest. Not because he feels bad, not because he's trying to fix it with Santos. And this is the way that he is with Santos for the rest of the season, for the entire rest of the season.
Yeah.
He is trepidatious. He is stepping very carefully, anxious.
Well, he just got yelled at by Dad for his treatment of her, so...
Hey, guess what? Giovanni went to college at 13.
God. I wish we had a way of, like, kids who want that knowledge or are that intelligent at that age to get the education without the whole college of it.
Right.
Because it's not a safe place for a 13-year-old. Like, I'm sorry, that's a place for adults and mainly young adults.
Yeah.
It's not socially the place for a child.
Right. And then she also misses out on the college experience that her peers get much later.
Not only that, the high school experience.
Right, that too.
The middle school experience. She doesn't get to build social skills. She goes into a place with people nearly twice her age who have developed social skills, and she doesn't get a chance to develop those social skills.
It's giving young Sheldon, and Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory, kind of the worst.
Yeah, see, I will never watch that show.
I have never seen it, but that's another one that I see in clips on TikTok.
Oh my God. So Giovanni is rolling her eyes at Everett's dad, talking about Everett's sports career. And okay, so they take the pressure of his eye. I saw a video. I showed it to Mel while we were watching the episode. I saw a video of how you take the pressure of an eye recently, and it was crazy.
Yeah, it's like a little plastic thing that comes out and like pokes you in the eye.
And like it happens so fast that your eye doesn't blink until like afterwards.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Just bonkers banana pants. Like weird. I saw it and I was like, oh, like that episode on the PITT. So our burn patient, Teddy, his wife, Amy, wants to make sure that he's not in pain. To me, I don't think she actually is coming to ask that. It more seems like she just kind of wants someone to like talk and
she wants to talk to someone.
She wants to be comforted by someone because he can't talk. And what we know is that in their interactions, when he could talk, he was comforting her. So I think she's clearly just seeking out comfort from someone.
And her getting his cut wedding ring is incredibly sad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... Do we think that Whitaker is going to be in love with this girl next season?
No.
It's giving they're going to fall in love.
No, I know. There is most definitely a vibe. And I was thinking this when we were watching the episode. I was like, there's a vibe there. I was like, and if he goes to dinner at the farm, but I mean, I think she is going to be someone who has lost her husband, and that's going to take time to get over. And so I don't know if she would be ready to date.
No, but I wonder if this is kind of going to be like, it could be, I mean, someone out there is going, that's not that kind of show. It's not that kind of show. But like, if this were a different show, this would be where like Whitaker learns the hard lesson of people seeing you as the hero and falling in love with you. But like this woman is like, you should come and change diapers and hang out with us. And, you know, it is a very, you know, Aggie thing to do, to just be like, everybody's family, come on over, you know?
Yeah.
Change our baby's diaper. I don't know you, but I'm sure you're very trustworthy, kind of a, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. My mom, when she was watching it, she was like, are they going to fall in love? And I was like,
yeah, there's definitely
I don't know, man. There's a vibe. There's a vibe for sure. And she runs in when Whitaker does to see Teddy because something's going on with Teddy. I almost am like, why are you guys not grabbing her and pulling her out? It's also weird to me because when they go to like cut him to relieve the pressure or like so that his chest can expand, she's the one who's like, I don't think I can watch this. And I'm like, yeah, y'all shouldn't have given her the option to. What the fuck? Like,
there's been a lot of like just letting people in to rooms for kind of terrible medical procedures. Like, I don't know. Because I mean, we talked about this, I think a couple episodes ago when, you know, you were saying animals, you know, getting put down, like you want to be there holding them when it happens. And so I think, you know, the same with people, like you want to be there comforting your loved one as these like horrible medical things are happening. But it all just seems crazy to me. Like, I don't want to be in the room when a loved one is like getting CPR. That's But then also it's like, would it be worse if I was not in there? I don't know.
But the difference is like they're slicing him open.
Yeah.
In multiple places. Fun. Like, this will be something to tell around the dinner table. What? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
So we are back with Everett, and Robbie's attitude towards McKay is just so nasty. He's like, this is a teaching hospital. Are you still here to learn? And I'm like, okay, you need to check your attitude now.
Yeah.
You're the one who needs to learn how to be a fucking mandated reporter.
Jesus. Like, So we can tell as he stands up that his back is still hurting from hurting it last episode.
Mm-hmm.
If we ever get the bullshit our way into getting a Noah Wiley interview, I'm going to be like, te estás poniendo viejito.
And he's going to be like, what was that? Yeah, this eye stuff is freaky. Freaky deaky. I don't like it.
No one does. It's too fucking realistic. Listen, I'm like, okay and fine with whatever with like, they're just like very good mannequins getting cut open or whatever. That's fine.
No, see, the cutting open got me with this one. I was like, ugh.
Anything having to do with eyes. Ugh, God, I'd rather die.
This eye stuff didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Yes, it did, you liar. You were like, oh, I hate this.
No, the eye stuff in Superman, we were watching that. That bothered me, but not during the pit.
Uh-huh. Because in Superman, I was like, there's a little bit of like eye horror in this. And you were worried about the kaiju.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't want them to kill the big lizard creature.
Oh my God. Of course, that's why. But no, I mean, like, I didn't have to look away from the pit, but just the idea of like cutting down the side of his eye socket, that was a little much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the idea that Robbie would bench McKay if, like, okay, let's just say, for whatever reason, another patient comes in today, this shift, and Robbie's like, no, we don't need the cops. And McKay calls them anyway. What? He's going to bench her for that? That's
just to clarify,
wild.
what does bench mean? Like, you get sent home for the day? That kind of vibe? Is that like what he means?
No.
What is bench mean? I don't know what that means.
I think being benched is just like you don't get asked to do the interesting cases.
You don't get asked to do the interesting cases. It's a sports reference. I didn't play a lot of sports when I was a kid.
If your coach benches you, you don't go home. You just sit there.
Yeah,
I didn't.
If your coach benches you, you don't go home.
You never go home. You just live at the hospital now. Like Whitaker, he got benched.
That's why they call it a home run. You get benched and then you run home.
No, that is not. No. No, when you get benched, you just get, like, sometimes I have been benched. Not this season. I didn't get benched one time this season. I was very proud of myself. But whenever I drop too many balls in the field, because I'm an outfielder, if I drop more than like 2 things in a row or like miss easy ground balls, then my coach is like, hey, so-and-so, go on out to the outfield and Mal, you come in for a little while. And I'm like, fuck. So that's what, like, you don't get to do the interesting stuff anymore. You don't get to be out in the field.
If you're playing in a hockey game and you're the goalie and you miss a few shots, there are 2 goalies, so they can pull you from the net and put the other goalie in. That would be being benched. And it's not necessarily always like a bad thing. It might just not be your night. That's fine. But I will also say in the context that I would be familiar with it, like, people love goalies, so.
Do they?
Yeah. We love our goalies.
I hate goalies.
Because they keep you from scoring.
Yeah.
Keep you from being sexually successful.
You're so contrarian, Robert. But the idea that Robbie would bench her for, like, calling the cops because she's concerned is fucking insane.
And then we get like a little bit of like not a redemption arc, but he's like, you know what? Yeah, I should have thought about the girls. And that's it. End of thought. He doesn't really like elaborate on it. Let's just move on.
It almost feels like he's like turning a corner, but we know from the rest of the season that he kind of just fucking doesn't. Because as soon as he realizes that McKay's wrong, he's like, oh, you fucked up. And I'm like, no, she really didn't. But sure, if you want to continue to be on your high horse where you never make any mistakes.
Yeah, later on when he's like, you're the one who fucked up, so you're the one who has to fix it. It's like, damn, okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, you did.
Yeah.
By not having this sorted way early in the day. But sure, go off, queen, whatever. So McKay has a conversation with Harrison about like, hey, you can come stay with me. You can come stay with me while your dad is, getting settled because he's going to have surgery. And Harrison is very excited and happy at the idea of being with his mom. And so like that to me, when I watched this episode, was just thinking about how miserable he must be at home with his father and this woman who hate, like they both hate his mom.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, when I had to be with people who hated my mom when I was a kid, that takes a toll.
Yeah.
It's really emotionally upsetting to be a child around adults who are talking negatively about someone you love very much.
Because I feel like McKay very clearly hates her ex, but I believe that McKay has the maturity to not do that in front of Harrison for the most part. Like, I don't believe that when he is at home with her, she is like, oh, your dad. Like, it's not about him. But I would put money on the fact that when he is with his dad and the new girlfriend, they are talking shit about McKay.
Right. Absolutely.
Especially because it seems like Chad already has some issues with jealousy. So I'm sure he is also jealous of.
Well, you have to imagine that, like, Harrison probably came home really excited about the skateboarding. And because Chad is so jealous, he probably was like, oh, I'm sure that was great, instead of being genuinely excited for his son having a good time.
Right.
So that's so unfortunate. It really sucks. And we go back to Teddy. And the way that they're just like, oh, it's all good, it's chill, we're just going to, like, slice him open a little bit. Like, that, again, medicine is brutal. That's bonkers.
I hated that.
Mal didn't like the skin, like, slinging.
No, I did not.
Yeah. But great teaching moment from Langdon. Again, walking Whitaker through it and being like, now go back over it because it wasn't enough at first, Another great teaching moment. Robbie says that, great job. And Langdon kind of gets a false sense of security in that he's like, I can go talk to Robbie now. I mean, Robbie's confidence in Langdon does seem to be coming back up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then, okay, this scene bothers me so goddamn much. First of all, I will start and say, I thought that Holy's was a nickname for Whole Foods. It's not. It's a fish market in Pittsburgh. Fun fact. Also, no, they would not be open by the time he gets off. They close at 5. I looked it up. I Googled it, and they close at 5. So he comes out. He wants to surprise his kids and Abby, his wife, with some salmon. He wants to, like, grill up some salmon from Holy's. And Collins calls him an adrenaline junkie because he's a marathon man, does ice plunges or cold plunges, and
wants to surprise his wife with salmon.
Here's a dog. Here's some salmon. Surprise. The issue that I take with this is that, like, Collins... Now, I understand she's gone through a hell of a horrible day, right? She's just gone through something incredibly traumatic. She's being such a bitch in this scene. For Langdon to come out and be like, I think I'm going to surprise my family with some salmon for dinner. I'm going to do something nice.
What are you, a fucking adrenaline junkie?
Right. And I'm like, oh, for making salmon for dinner? For surprising his family with salmon for dinner, he's an adrenaline junkie? Like, girl, come on. That's just mean. But I get that the idea here is that everybody's coming apart at the seams. Like, things are declining rapidly around here. The whole family aspect is very much coming apart.
Yeah.
Perla and Princess, like, talk about, like, oh, who's had sex amongst, like, the co-workers. And I'm like, that's inappropriate. Like, we don't want that.
Also, like, I mentioned this early on. I was really glad that none of this had happened. And then this episode happened, and I was like, God damn it, come on. Do we have to talk about their sex lives? Like, I don't want... This show is so good without that. I don't know why we needed to do that. So I didn't... I have meat with them bringing up their sex lives. Like, I don't like it. And also, please don't speak about people in other languages directly in front of them, even if you think they can't understand you. I had someone... Like, I went to lunch with some people at work, and afterwards, one of the people was like, I just want you to know that man was talking shit about you the entire time. But because it was in Spanish, I didn't know. But somebody was looking out for me and was like, please stay away from that person because he was talking shit about you the entire time.
Oh.
Yeah. Right in front of me. Sitting across from me at the table. Had been super nice, bought me lunch, whatever, and then talked shit about me the whole time. So, like, I don't know. I don't like the whole talking about people in front of them, even if it's in a different language. I don't like it. Be decent and do it behind someone's back. But Langdon's golden boy status is, like, rapidly wearing off. And, like, he's getting annoyed. His patience and charm are wearing thin because now he's saying, oh, great, we really need Dana back out here, to which, Perla gives him the finger. His charm is just falling away.
Yeah.
because he's stressed and he's not really thinking about his words before he's saying them as well as he would have earlier in the day.
He hasn't taken his shots of IV medication in a while.
Just stick a straw in that Kool-Aid pouch of lorazepam. You don't need to stick a needle through it you can just stick one of those pokey straws and suck it down. So Langdon comes to Robbie with his concerns and no, not like that.
Langdon comes.
No. He is sexually successful. He has 2 children. So he has 2 kids. He comes on Robbie. I'm sorry.
Comes on Robbie what?
Much like the behavior of the characters like throughout the shift. Our behavior kind of devolves like the longer we record for.
I think it's because I'm exhausted and in pain.
Yeah,
truly.
That would make sense.
So Langdon is sexually successful.
Parentheses, 2 kids.
No, not 2 kids. 2 kids. Wait, how do I emphasize that?
No, it's fine.
But Robbie just like is not taking this to heart. It doesn't seem like he's taking what Langdon is saying to heart. Langdon's coming, but Robbie ain't taking it. So Langdon comes to Robbie with his concerns, and he makes really good points about everything that's going on with Santos. However, Robbie doesn't really seem to be taking it to heart, like at all.
Mm-hmm.
His heart penis is flaccid.
I don't think I ever want to hear the phrase his heart penis is flaccid ever again.
No.
I'm sorry. So Dana is still working from her bed. She's giving instructions to Perla.
I love that Perla is like in charge and she's like, Dana, tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Dana, do your work from your bed and I'll go do the work.
That's me. I'm like, I need an adultier adult in every situation.
Dana really got like the princess treatment because I was just thinking about how like, if you don't know this, if you go in and you're injured, right, and you've got blood, they're going to clean the wound. But like cleaning the blood is not, they don't really care about that. As long as they can see the wound and make sure it's clean. Because, like, in my recent ER trip, I had blood splatter all over my other foot. Still had it when I got home. Mm-hmm. They don't care about cleaning you up. So the fact that they were like, clean up her face and, take care of her. She really got the princess treatment. She got fresh clothes, everything. So good for her. She deserves it. But also I'm jealous.
You deserve the princess treatment, queen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So neither Dana or Collins wants to go home. And there's the wonderful quote of, it's been a pretty fucked up day.
And we're just getting started. Like, the real fucked up part hasn't even happened yet.
What is it, like 3 times in this episode, Robbie's like, oh my God, I can't wait for the shift to be over.
I've got bad news for you, King.
It ain't over anytime soon.
Okay, so Mohan and Mel, we go back to them with our Jane Doe. They are so excited that their patient is waking up, and it's honestly a really precious moment.
Then they talk about special sauce.
Oh my God.
Alfredo.
I'm just worried I don't have my special sauce. Don't worry, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Langdon's got no.
Is this episode going to be usable?
Mel is concerned that she doesn't have like a special sauce, meaning
which is crazy because she
is special sauce.
Yes, like I feel like she has had the most special sauce of all of them in this episode.
So
like
saucy.
She's so special.
Wait, no, she's so saucy.
She's so saucy.
So special.
I love her so dearly.
Yeah. So it's crazy. And I understand that like self-doubt. It's like that imposter syndrome of like, maybe there's nothing special about me though. Because like Mel obviously feels bad because she has kind of floundered a little bit. And then it's going to get even worse in a little bit. I wonder, okay, so another question that my mom asked while we were watching is, do you think that McKay is being set up for like a rekindling of her romance with Chad?
I hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah. Because like when he comes out during the mass casualty and sees her and kind of gets a new perspective, my mom was like, oh, don't tell me they're trying to like rescue this guy's reputation now.
I don't think so. I think that was important for him to see just so that maybe he would respect her a little bit. I think we as a society have advanced past getting back with terrible exes, no matter how many like little experiences they have to make them like maybe respect women now. No, that ship has sailed. And I believe that.
Mel and Mohan, again, we come back and I just don't think they are suited well together. I don't think they're a good pair. Because like Mel is really trying her best to learn and understand here, but Mohan is not teaching, she's just like doing. And Mel is like, well, what about this? And Mohan's like, no. And like it just moving on and coming up with her own, but she's not allowing Mel to learn anything. And Mel is floundering because she's felt so successful up until this point, and everything has been going really well. And now it's just not.
It's also very interesting considering that like Mohan is known for taking her time. Like the fact that she wouldn't take her time to teach is interesting.
Yeah. She does not do any explaining whatsoever. And then Robbie says, slow-mo, no-mo. He's so funny.
No, he's not.
I don't know. Like, obviously Robbie is loopy. It's not funny. It's kind of like a snort of a laugh, but it's not funny.
Well, because this is what, hour like 8 or something of the shift? I mean, I know like when I have kind of the longest days that I've had at my job are 12-hour days, sometimes a little bit longer. I think I've done like 14 or 15, but those are always so hard. Like when you hit the 10, 11 hour mark, like that's when you start to be like, okay, I cannot wait to go home. Like this has been such a long time. And I think that we are hitting that and everybody is kind of not at their best.
Yeah. I traveled out of town to help another office with their workload once. And I drove out of town and then I did 4 10-hour shifts. And they were like, do you want to, you can stay the night again and then drive home on Friday instead of like driving home on Thursday. And I was like, no, I'm going to go home. But like, it was like a 3.5, 4 hour drive. I drove all the way to Memphis. And the problem was that, well, like I was just so exhausted. I missed my cats. I missed my bed, everything. And I got to the point where by the end of the week, when I walked out the door to walk to my car and drive home, I just started crying because I was so relieved to be getting out. I was just like, oh my God, like 4 10-hour shifts was bonkers. But especially just like in the workplace that I was in, it was really chaotic. And so like, yeah, I get that, So yeah. Langdon is in a way comforting Teddy and Amy. And I guess he's just kind of placating them really more than anything because he's saying, we're going to keep him comfortable, blah, 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 send him up, do this, blah, 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 in the burn unit.
Yeah.
And
he's like, his condition is very, like, he doesn't lie to her. He doesn't ever say he's going to be okay, but he does like, his situation is very critical, but, we're going to we're going to do everything we can and we're going to take good care of him.
She says he's going to be okay. And Langdon's like, his situation is very critical.
Yeah.
Which is true. But also like not really in this moment, Langdon's job to handle that.
Right.
Because I don't think ER doctors are going to be like the ones best suited to tell you like everything looks stable and fine right now, but he's going to die. They're kind of like in the heat of the moment. It's either do or die. And then when it comes to a burn patient, I just think it takes more time in explaining than they have. And so, he's kind of leaving it to them and leaving her to have her last bit of time with her husband rather than just dashing all her hopes and dreams. And also she is she's very pregnant.
Right.
So Langdon is being very careful.
Yeah.
Whitaker is going to come visit the farm and, he says he's got 7 nieces and nephews and he's practically a diaper genie.
I'm sorry, did you just call yourself a trash can? Oh, Whitaker. Can't even escape one episode.
And then Langdon asks Whitaker to ask Kiara, Jesus Christ. Langdon asked Whitaker to ask Kiara to go and speak with the wife because
his chances are not good. Like he has a 90% chance of dying in the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is really startling to Whitaker, but especially because he makes such emotional connections with his patients, and then they are not patients who are going to survive. Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's tragic.
He is the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh God. Langdon has to say it like very, matter of fact, sort of feels like he doesn't care, but like he does. He has to like keep it separate so that he can keep going.
So then we're back to baseball kid, and dad is wanting him out of the hospital in less than a week. And Javati, kind of goes off and says, forget baseball, just be his dad. It cannot be that fucking hard.
Go off, Queen.
Yeah. Go off, Queen.
She's right, and she should say it. Is it appropriate and professional? No, but...
It wakes the dad up. The dad sort of goes like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll just be here for my kid. It worked, ?
Again, I would like for this kid to have a baseball is your dream, dad, not mine moment.
Yeah.
Next season, he'll come in with
the cast of High School Musical.
I was on stage and I injured myself. And he's like, well, this wouldn't happen if you were playing baseball. And he's like, that's your dream, Dad. Not mine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why am I imagining like Marie Antoinette wig and lips?
Because listen, the sports that you play when you're a kid are meant to be fun. And
if High School Musical taught me anything, it's that baseball's really gay.
Yeah, I don't dance. I say you can.
I don't dance. That is my walk-up song in softball. Fun fact.
Of course it is. I know what you are.
What is like a kind of on theme song that I can have for my walk-up song that would also be kind of funny? And I play on like a gay softball team. Like we are the gay softball league. And so everyone is some flavor of queer. And so I was like, oh my God.
I know what
I don't
you
dance from High School Musical. And you know what? I've been hitting better this season than I have in any season I've previously played. So I think it's working. Anyway.
Go off, Queen.
Like I said earlier, we really are seeing a lot of treat 'em and yeet 'ems.
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of come off of the tail end of some patients that took multi-episodes, and now we're just getting a bunch of treat 'em and yeet 'em.
Yeah.
Mel is worried that she has no special sauce. We've already discussed this. That idea is ridiculous. She is so empathetic, so sensitive,
the most saucy.
So saucy. And Javati tries to insert herself, although it does seem like she surprises herself when she speaks, and then she's like, oh shit, I said a word, and now they're looking at
Again,
me.
He's Utah. She is not at her best when Mateo's involved.
This is another instance of cringe where, like, Mateo and McKay are making plans, and she ends up accidentally offering to babysit.
And then what makes it even worse is that McKay says that Harrison would love a sitter closer to his own age.
Which is true. Like, she's 20, and Harrison is like, what, 14 or something?
That's awful. No, he's
12?
11.
Oh.
Is he? I thought he was a teenager.
No, he's not that old.
She says it in the very beginning of the season. Yeah, so she accidentally offers to babysit, and then I'm listening in on this conversation though that McKay and Mateo are having, and I'm like, they just like casually go get foot massages together. She's like, there's a new foot massage place that opened up if you want to go. That's so weird.
Maybe they're just fucking, who knows?
But like that's
and our feet hurt in a hospital, so you gotta
I can't even make the maybe they're fucking joke because Mateo has this thing about not dating coworkers, but also ...
Yeah, I'm sorry, you couldn't pay me to get foot massages with my coworkers. If I'm going to have a foot massage, it's not going to be with my coworkers because that's not relaxing.
If it was a really good foot massage, I wouldn't care who I was with. Have a foot massage with anybody if it's that good.
Robbie wants to talk to Santos. He says that his duty is to make sure that everyone is doing okay. And my note here is that he's doing a shit job.
Mm-hmm.
And Santos tells Robbie about her suspicions.
She starts it off being like, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. And he's like, it is my responsibility to know everything that's happening in my ER. If you know something or someone that's ruining the like flow of it, you have to tell me. And then that's when it like cuts away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
she gets that dang bottle out of her pocket with the lid. And
when I watched this episode for the first time, I think you just get that little, when you're watching TV, you get that little tinkle of anxiety.
Uh-huh.
And that started at this moment. I was like,
oh no.
Oh my God. And so I also, so now we get the wonderful line from Myrna where she's talking about how if they find Doug, let her know. she can make it look like an accident.
Oh, yeah. And I believe her.
What I also really love about this is noticing that she is walking her wheelchair through the ER with her feet instead of using the wheels like you're supposed to. She's literally walking.
I need to know more about Myrna.
We all need to know about more about Myrna. I hope she's there in season 2. Like, there are a lot of characters I hope aren't there because of the, function of an ER, but I hope she's there.
Yeah. Myrna and Earl. Would like to see them again.
Dana is returning to the ED.
Robbie is getting Langdon.
Oh boy, yeah. This
is Camille's favorite part of the whole show.
My thing is there's so much to dissect. I feel like we can make a 2-hour episode just about this scene. There's so much to dissect about this scene.
So much in this scene.
Where it starts off with Robbie being like, so I heard a rumor that you're perhaps having trouble with medications. Frank, are you stealing benzos? And he's like, yeah, and I'm stealing blood too. It's like, that answering the question. Yeah.
He's got blood bags and straws in his locker. Sorry.
Also, every time he is called Frank, I
jump scare. It's like, no, we call him Langdon here.
What? Your name is Frank? No, your name is Langdon.
Well, let me say, my brother's name is Frank. And so I have made fun of Langdon so much for being named Frank, and my mom takes personal offense to it. And I'm like, not like that, though. It's not a bad name. It's just not what I thought his name was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he look like to you?
What's another white guy name we can give him? You know,
he's like a Brandon.
No, that's a terrible.
Brandon
You know what?
Langdon?
You're saying Brandon, and I'm thinking like Brendan, more like Brennan Urie.
Yeah,
like that kind of vibe. But we got to go for a Brennan, not a Brandon, a Brennan.
What about
Brendan?
Brennan Langdon is a horrible name.
Yes.
Bruce.
What about no?
But so what's his son's name?
Tyler. Nope.
No.
Tanner
Langdon is also not a good name.
Tanner Langdon. Yeah, not a great name.
Yeah.
Abby Langdon. That's fine. What does he look like? He looks like
Harrison McKay, however. That's a good name.
Yeah. It's also a very white guy, though, however.
Yeah. Well, it's Harrison Ashcroft.
Oh, is it? Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, he looked like a Daniel or like a Danny.
A Daniel. I can see Daniel.
I guess he could like Eric.
His name is Daniel. He goes by Danny.
Eric Langdon. I can see Eric.
Danny Langdon, I think, sounds good too. Daniel Langdon. Daniel Langdon makes him sound like a fucking Bridgerton character. Daniel Langdon of the Langdons.
Sir Daniel Langdon.
Sir Daniel Langdon is here for the season, and he's looking for a wife.
He's in the ton.
This whole scene is fucking great. And then we get like Robbie being like, listen, Frank, I need you to open your locker. And Langdon is trying to do that shit where he's like, oh, come on.
You know me. This ain't me. You know me.
Santos is talking shit. And then Robbie, it does something to me when Robbie like bangs on the lockers and he's like, open up your fucking locker. I'm like, oh.
Okay. This is when me as an abuse victim gets like the jump scare. I didn't like it at all.
No.
It made me jump. I was like it just makes me anxious. It's the physical violence that makes me go like,
Yeah.
So my reaction when I saw this scene for the first time, kudos to me, I didn't cry. I was on my period. Okay. And I was watching this episode. My body went cold. I actually shat my heart out. It fell out of my butt. Like, I felt so betrayed. I felt like it had to be a misunderstanding. Like, I thought there was going to be, like, a bigger story to it. Like, it was for someone else or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the one takeaway that I had is that he said, I'm not high. And I was like, I believe him, though.
Oh, I do too.
I believe.
Yeah.
But I felt betrayed, like, personally.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so many little details about all of this is that, like, okay, Langdon has art from his children in his locker. I also like the fact that, like, his face is flushed. He's clearly, like, having that, like, adrenaline response, that, like, whoom in your ears. And, like, yeah. So, like, I had, like, a freeze response to this. But, like, the acting between the two of them is so real and visceral in this scene. But again, like, I think this scene, as incredible as it was, triggered me in a way as an abuse survivor. Something about this, to me, I felt unsafe. Like, I felt like I was in trouble.
Mm-hmm. I also felt a little like I was in trouble. Like, ooh.
Yeah. Like, I felt desperate. I felt like a rat in a cage, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a hard watch. But I do appreciate the, like, I don't know, as a storyline, I think it's very interesting, particularly with him not being high.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not as if he's stealing painkillers to get high. He's, treating withdrawal. And I think, I don't know, it's just, it was an interesting way to take this story to me. And I think it's also like, because there's obviously a lot of stigma around, drug abuse and like issues with drugs. Some of that we've already seen in the show with like, assuming that named Joyce with sickle cell. Yeah.
Joyce St. Clair.
Assuming that like she was drug seeking when she was actually in pain. And like, I understand why Langdon probably wouldn't want to say, hey, I'm struggling with this and like try to get these meds legally, so to speak. Because, there is that stigma about drug abuse. But then also, I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's a very interesting
dynamic
plot.
Yeah.
To me, like it's a story that doesn't necessarily go where I expect these types of stories to go, which I think is interesting and, kind of makes it like, anybody could be struggling with addiction and they can still be really good at their job. But like the issue is not even really the drugs. The issue is the stealing. Like that's the problem here.
Yeah, agreed. I agree. Yeah. I think that like just watching it made me so anxious all over again because like Langdon here we've never seen him like this. He's desperate and spiraling. Like he is nothing. He is an addict in this moment.
You put it in the notes. I don't think he has a great HR case, mainly because of the fact he was caught red-handed with the pills. Which just because there's no witnesses does not mean A, there's no cameras, and B, that Dr. Robbie with his years of being there and his like the respect he's garnered can't be like, and like, yeah, you could then argue, be like, oh, what if it wasn't actually true? And he could just spin a case like, no, I'm pretty sure people would believe Dr. Robbie if it was like, I found pills in Langdon's.
Right, but I'm just saying, from like a legal standpoint, Langdon has a good case if Robbie tries to fire him.
From a legal standpoint, the second the pills are brought up, any legal problem. I mean, I guess a lawyer would be like, well, how can you prove these pills were from XYZ location? You'd be like, well, we compare the lot numbers. How do you know for a fact? I get, you know what? Maybe there is some sleazebag lawyer could do something.
Like, there were no witnesses. There was no third party there when the drugs were found. And so part of why I'm saying this also is because one of my followers has mentioned multiple times to me that she works in hospital HR. And she was like, honestly, you can't fire someone like this. This will not hold up.
Yeah.
She was like, you can't, there's no witnesses. There's no cameras. There was no discussion beforehand. This was heat of the moment. Like, you cannot, she was like, this wouldn't stand. Now to say you couldn't get him fired again legitimately is one thing, right? Like, that's also true. However, this firing,
he may have a wrongful termination suit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because, like, yes, someone could have been doing something bad and you could have fired them for it, but you still have to follow decorum. There are certain things that you have to do, and if you don't, you don't win. Right. It's not going to go the way you want it to. So.
Yeah. But also send him home for the day kind of thing. Because I think, like, go home, Frank. I never heard the words, you're fired. It was just go home. So
it was go home, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Go home, Frank.
Go home, Frank. But the implication, and then if you listen to like interviews with the actors afterwards, they do confirm that he was fired. It wasn't just like a go home, we'll handle this later. He was fired. That was a firing.
Yeah.
Which I like, for me, I didn't think it was when I watched it, but the actors were like, yeah, he was fired.
Go home, Frank.
Yeah. I also don't like the way Robbie yells at Princess afterwards. Like,
what are you looking at?
Yeah, very clearly not in a great emotional place, as he hasn't been this entire shift. Like, this is not...
Especially with a patient with her.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it's not what are you looking at, it's what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yelling at your coworker in front of a patient is never great.
I'm like, isn't that what you just yelled at Langdon for?
What?
Yeah.
And that's where the episode ends.
And thank God, because that was a lot.
So, anybody else have anything else?
At least the shift's almost over, guys. Another couple hours. What could go wrong? I think it's going to be a quiet shift from now on.
Oh! I'm so glad you're the one that said it this time. You're in so much trouble.
If that's all. So long, fellow losers.
The Pit Crew podcast is created and produced by us, Robert, Mal, and Camille. It's edited by me, Robert. You can find us on TikTok, Threads, and Instagram at Pit Crew Podcast. If you'd like to support our other projects, our socials are linked in the show notes below. Our art is by Rampacoca. He can be found on Instagram at Rampacoca. All patient questions and concerns can be emailed to pitcrewpodcast@gmail.com. Now, this isn't a Taco Bell, but we do appreciate a 5-star rating and review wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to schedule a follow-up appointment with a nurse before you go. See you next time.